Don't be silly. You're not going to let it play scary because it's a little dark and spooky, are you? There, that's better. I'll go downstairs, see if I can find a lamp.
The Diary of Elsbeth Clausen, 1899. March 5, 1899. Michael went hunting again today. August 1st, 1899. Michael spends most of his time these days in the fields, hunting. He shouldn't. It only makes his leg that much worse. And when he returned, he was limping badly. Also, there was blood on his hands. I did not like the way he looked at me. His face was flushed and his eyes burned. He is jealous of Gideon, so many years his friend.
What you got?
Nothing, just an old book.
Forget it. Come on. Let's take a look at the rest of the place. Ever see so many rooms in your life? What am I going to do with all this bed?
What's the matter?
Like somebody shoved a knife right in my leg. Oh, I never felt anything like that in my life. Phew. Like it took my breath away.
Brought you some lunch. You haven't eaten a thing all day. Please try.
You're being very solicitous.
I'm worried about you.
I'm sure you are. Wait a minute. What is this?
Chicken soup.
Looks thick, looks rich. Come here. Come here. Isn't it strange that a man can thrive for years on rum and biscuits and then grow weak and sickly on his wife's cooking? Isn't that strange?
Everything you say is strange. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, of course not.
Aren't you going to eat?
It's a different food I need.
What do you mean?
Nothing. Take it away. I'm not hungry.
I wish you wouldn't do that.
Do what?
Drink the way you've been doing lately. Andy, listen to me. I don't know why. Maybe it's my fault, but something's terribly wrong with us. We came here to be together, and we've never been so far apart. Never.
You'd like to leave here, wouldn't you?
Yes, I would.
Why?
Because we're not happy here.
You're not. That's quite understandable. You miss New York, don't you?
That isn't it.
No, not exactly. You miss something, someone.
Andy, I don't follow.
Bill, my esteemed partner.
What?
He kept you from being lonely in New York, didn't he? Why don't you stop pretending? Do you imagine for one moment I didn't know what was going on from the beginning?
It's a dreadful thing to say.
Hasn't been pleasant for you, has it, being locked up here with me, away from him?
I don't know what you mean.
You know exactly what I mean, Elspeth.
Elspeth. You called me Elspeth.
What are you talking about?
Oh, Andy, I'm so frightened. I'm so frightened. Let's pack up and get out of here right now.
No, we'll stay.
Mr. Leach?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm Ellen Courtney. We rented a house from you several months ago.
Yes, ma'am. I remember. What can I do for you?
Well, I'm not sure. May I sit down, please?
Well, of course. Right here. Now.
I thought perhaps you might tell me something.
Like what?
About the house.
Yes, ma'am. I know what you mean. I expected you a long time before this. It was built in 1801 by a man by the name of Silas Clausen. He left it to his son, Michael. Michael was a sea captain, and a good one, so they say. But he was mean. Mean. Killed a lot of his men. Finally, a crew mutinied, and they keel-hauled him.
What does that mean?
Drug him back and forth across the bottom of his boat. Barnacles chewed him up pretty bad, I guess. Near tore off his right leg.